My name is Selena, and I want to tell you something beautiful in my life. I wake up every morning with gratitude in my heart and a big smile on my face. The sun seems to shine just for me, and the world feels like a magical place. I believe life is a gift, and every day is another chance to enjoy it. I wasn't born into a rich family, but I've always had something better: happiness. As a child, I used to dream of traveling the world and seeing different cultures. My parents always supported my imagination and taught me to be kind and curious. We didn't have much money, but our home was filled with laughter, music, and love. I think that's why I see the world with so much joy. I grew up believing that magic exists in everyday moments. In school, I was known for my positive energy and big dreams. Teachers liked me because I always tried to help others and stayed optimistic. Even when things were hard, I found something good to focus on. That habit changed my life and opened many doors. People often ask me how I stay so happy, and the answer is simple: I choose to be. Now, I'm studying international relations at a university that I love. I have friends from all over the world, and we share stories, food, and traditions. Every day feels like a little adventure. I've learned that life becomes more beautiful when you open your heart to others. I feel like I'm exactly where I belong. Some people say I'm lucky, but I say I'm grateful. I've created a life that reflects who I am inside, full of color, warmth, and hope. The journey hasn't always been easy, but every step taught me something. And now, I want to inspire others to see how beautiful life can be. Let me take you deeper into my world. Chapter 2: Joy in the Little Things. Every morning, I start with a cup of tea and 5 deep breaths. I love watching the birds outside my window and listening to their songs. These small moments give me peace and prepare me for the day. I believe happiness lives in these quiet routines. I don't need anything fancy to feel alive. I walk to university with music in my ears and dreams in my mind. The streets are full of life, and I often smile at strangers. Kindness is something I always carry with me. I think when you give joy, you receive it back in surprising ways. The city feels like a friend who greets me every day. In class, I'm always eager to learn and participate. I love discussing ideas, asking questions, and hearing different opinions. My professors say I bring energy to the room. I don't just want to pass exams. I want to grow as a person. Education, for me, is a key to understanding the world. After school, I usually go to a cozy cafe and write in my journal. I write about my thoughts, my hopes, and everything I learn. This habit helps me stay connected to myself. Some of my best ideas come during these moments of reflection. I always leave the cafe with a smile. At night, I call my mom and tell her about my day. She always listens and laughs at my little stories. I feel so lucky to have someone who loves me so much. Love, even from far away, keeps me strong. Before sleeping, I say thank you for the day, and I dream about tomorrow. Chapter 3: Living with Passion. Passion is what makes my heart beat faster and my eyes shine brighter. I've always believed that when you love what you do, every day becomes meaningful. For me, passion is not only found in big goals but also in simple things, like writing, dancing alone in my room, or helping a friend with a problem. I think life becomes beautiful when you follow your curiosity and let your soul explore. There's a certain fire inside me that keeps growing, and I've learned to trust it. When I joined the university drama club, I didn't expect it to change my life. But the first time I stepped on stage, I felt something magical. It was like I was born to express stories, emotions, and ideas. Performing taught me how to be fearless and vulnerable at the same time. Now I act in plays, write short scripts, and even help direct some scenes. Every time the lights hit the stage, I remember why I love being alive. My heart races, but in the best way. Outside of school, I volunteer at a youth center, helping kids learn English and gain confidence. I see myself in many of them, curious, unsure, but full of hope. When I see their faces light up after learning something new, I feel pure joy. I know that giving back is part of why my life feels so full. We're not here just for ourselves. We're here to share what we have, and that includes time, energy, and love. I also take time for myself because self-love is powerful. I go for long walks, read inspiring books, and practice meditation. I used to think being busy meant being successful, but now I understand balance is key. My happiness doesn't come from achievements alone. It comes from being present, from enjoying who I am and where I am. That's the real success for me. Many people wait for something big to feel alive, but I believe life is happening now. Each heartbeat, each smile, each decision, those are the moments that matter. I try to live every day like it's a gift I've just unwrapped. And even when life gets messy, I remind myself that the beauty is still there. You just have to look with your heart. Chapter 4: Dreams that keep growing. My dreams have always been big, sometimes even bigger than I thought possible. As a little girl, I imagined myself speaking on stages around the world, writing books that touched people's hearts, and working for global peace. Some might say it sounds like too much, but I believe that nothing is too big if your heart is in it. Dreams are the language of the soul, and I speak that language fluently. I've learned that chasing your dreams gives life its sparkle. One of my biggest dreams is to travel across continents and work with organizations that protect human rights. I want to be part of creating change, not just talking about it. I've already started preparing by learning new languages and taking courses in international law. It's not always easy, but it's always worth it. Every step I take brings me closer to the life I imagine. The excitement in my heart tells me I'm on the right path. Sometimes I write my dreams on colorful papers and stick them to my bedroom wall. I call it my wall of wonder. When I wake up, I see them and smile because they remind me who I want to be. I believe that writing things down helps turn ideas into reality. It keeps me focused and hopeful. Even on bad days, those dreams give me a reason to keep moving forward. They are my light in the dark. There were moments when people laughed at my dreams or told me to be more realistic. But I never let their doubt become my truth. I respect others' opinions, but I trust my vision more. Life has shown me that the people who dare to dream big are the ones who change the world. So I continue dreaming, not just for myself, but for every girl who feels small but has a voice that can roar. The future is not something I fear, it's something I'm building. I want to fill it with meaning, adventure, kindness, and purpose. I know challenges will come, but I also know who I am, a girl with passion, courage, and a heart full of love. My life is already beautiful, but I'm still writing the story. And believe me, it only gets better from here. Chapter 5: A Message to the World. If I could send one message to the world, it would be this: life is a miracle, and you are part of that miracle. Too often, we forget how special we are, how much we matter. We get caught in fear, comparison, and self-doubt. But I want you to know that your story is important. Your smile can change someone's day. Your voice deserves to be heard. Never let the world make you feel small. You were born to shine. I believe that each of us has something beautiful to offer. Maybe it's kindness, creativity, or just listening to someone who needs it. We don't need fame or fortune to live fully. We just need heart. I live my life trying to be the kind of person that makes others feel seen and loved. And you can do that too. Every day is a chance to be better, to give more, and to love deeper. When I look at my life now, I feel deep gratitude. Not because everything is perfect, but because I've learned how to see the magic in imperfection. I don't need a fairy tale ending. I'm already living my fairy tale, one chapter at a time. The beauty is in the journey, in the lessons, in the people we meet along the way. And that's what makes life so wonderful. To all the young girls who feel lost or afraid, I say this: believe in yourself even when no one else does. You don't need permission to be amazing. You are already enough. And if someone ever tells you that you're dreaming too big, smile and keep dreaming. Because one day, you'll wake up in a life that you built with courage and love, and it will be everything you hoped for and more. So this is my story, my truth, my celebration of life. I'm not perfect, but I'm alive and I'm grateful. I'll keep dreaming, loving, growing, and shining. And I hope you will too. The world needs your light. So go ahead, live your story beautifully, just like I'm living mine. Chapter 6: Learning from Every Moment. One of the most powerful lessons I've learned is that everything teaches you something. Even a mistake, even a tear, even a quiet evening alone, they all carry a message. I used to be afraid of failing, but now I see failure as a teacher. When I didn't pass a test last year, I was disappointed, but it also pushed me to study differently and improve. That moment didn't break me, it built me. I remember walking home under the rain, thinking about how failure had made me stronger. I didn't hide from the pain, I faced it. That's when I realized how much I had grown. Life doesn't always go as planned, but it always goes forward. I've learned to let go of what I can't control and focus on what I can. My attitude, my choices, my dreams. Every friendship that didn't last taught me what real connection looks like. Every doubt made me more certain of my truth. Every challenge showed me how much courage I really have. I stopped asking, "Why me?" and started saying, "What can I learn from this?" That shift changed everything for me. I no longer fear the unknown. I welcome it with open arms. I've also learned to celebrate the small wins. Getting up early, helping someone smile, finishing a book, those are victories too. I don't wait for big success to feel proud of myself. Every day, I try to be a little better than yesterday. That's enough. Life becomes magical when you see it with open eyes and an open heart. Everything matters. So now, I walk through life like it's a classroom, and the world is my teacher. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm here to learn, grow, and give the best of myself. I still make mistakes, but I also make progress. That's what keeps my life so beautiful. I'm not the same girl I was last year, and I love that. Chapter 7: The People Who Shape My World. What makes my life even more amazing are the people around me. I believe we don't walk this journey alone. We're surrounded by souls who shape us. My best friend, Lila, is one of those people. She's the kind of friend who always reminds me of my worth when I forget. We laugh until we cry and support each other through everything. Her presence makes my days brighter. Then there's my grandmother, who taught me what strength looks like. She raised 4 children on her own and never complained. Her hands may be old, but they still hold so much love. Every time I visit her, I feel grounded. She tells me stories of her youth, of the struggles and the joys. From her, I learned resilience, patience, and the importance of family. At school, I've met mentors who see potential in me even when I don't. One professor told me, "Selena, you were born to do great things." I carry those words with me every day. Sometimes a single sentence can change your path. That's why I try to be that voice for others, too. Words have power, and I choose to use them to lift others up. Even strangers have touched my life. A woman once hugged me after I helped her carry groceries, and she said, "You made my day." That moment stayed in my heart. It reminded me that kindness echoes. We never know how far our actions travel. So I try to live with compassion, to be someone who makes others feel loved. I'm grateful for the people who walk beside me, whether for a moment or a lifetime. They've helped me become the person I am. And I know I'll meet many more souls who will inspire me, teach me, and challenge me. My story isn't mine alone. It's woven with the stories of everyone I've loved. Chapter 8. My voice, my purpose. There was a time I was afraid to speak up, to share my thoughts, my truth, my story. But one day, I realized that my voice matters, just like yours does. I started writing more, joining discussions, and even speaking at small events. The first time I shared my story publicly, I was shaking. But when I saw people nodding, smiling, even crying, I knew I had found my purpose. Now I speak whenever I can. I talk about hope, self-love, and the power of dreams. I tell others that they don't need to wait to feel ready. They just need to begin. Every time I share, I feel more alive. I feel connected. And the most beautiful part is when someone tells me, "You inspired me." That makes everything worth it. I've started a blog where I write weekly messages about life, learning, and positivity. It's small, but it's growing. People from different countries send me messages saying my words help them. That blows my mind. I never imagined that by simply being myself, I could touch someone's heart. But now I know it's possible. This purpose gives meaning to everything I do. It's not about being famous or perfect. It's about being real, being honest, being someone who says, "I've been there too, and you're not alone." That's the kind of legacy I want to leave behind. Not just a name, but a feeling in someone's heart that says, "I can do this." So here I am, speaking my truth, sharing my light. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I do know this. I'll keep using my voice. Because my life is beautiful, and it's a story worth telling. And maybe, just maybe, it will help someone else tell their story too. Chapter 9. A life I choose every day. Every day I wake up, I make a decision to live intentionally, to embrace joy, and to honor who I am. My life isn't perfect, and it never will be. I've had heartbreaks, disappointments, and moments of doubt. But I've learned to choose how I respond. That's what makes life powerful, not what happens to us, but how we shape the story. I choose to see the light, even when it's dim. I choose to smile, even after tears. And I choose to believe that this life is mine to create, moment by moment. I no longer wait for something big to feel happy. I find joy in the small, sacred things. A long conversation with a friend, the scent of rain on warm pavement, the way sunlight hits my bedroom wall in the morning. These moments remind me that beauty isn't something far away. It's right here in front of me. I used to think I had to chase happiness. Now I understand. Happiness is a way of being. It's a habit, a choice, and a way of seeing the world that transforms everything. Sometimes, people ask me what the secret is to living a wonderful life. And I tell them there is no secret. It's not about money, fame, or having everything figured out. It's about being present. It's about knowing who you are and staying true to that, even when it's hard. It's about forgiving yourself, growing every day, and loving others deeply. I live a beautiful life not because everything is easy, but because I make space for wonder, gratitude, and connection in every chapter of it. There are days I feel tired, lost, or unsure. I don't pretend otherwise. I sit with those feelings and give them space. But then I remind myself how far I've come. I think about the little girl I used to be, the one with wide eyes and big dreams, and I smile at her. I'm living the life she imagined. Maybe not perfectly, but fully, honestly, and with heart. That's something I'm proud of. I know she would be too. This life I'm living is not an accident. It's a reflection of every decision, every act of courage, and every moment of love I've chosen. And I will keep choosing this life. I'll keep building it, shaping it, and sharing it with others. Because if there's one thing I've learned, it's that the most beautiful life is not the one that's flawless. It's the one that's real, lived with passion, and full of meaning. Chapter 10. The Story That Continues. As I reach this point in my story, I realize something important. This is not the end. It's only the beginning of another chapter. Life is a book with endless pages, and I'm still writing mine with every breath. I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I know who I am today, a woman full of dreams, fire, love, and unshakable hope. That is more than enough to carry me forward. I've stopped fearing the future because I trust the foundation I've built within myself. I dream of publishing my own book one day, filled with stories like this, truthful, bright, and raw. I want people to read my words and feel less alone, more alive. I want them to close the book and whisper, I can do this too. Because they can. We all can. That's the beauty of life. It's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be shared. That's what I'll keep doing. Sharing pieces of my heart with the world and watching how it blooms in others. If there's one final message I could leave, it would be this. You are already enough. You don't need to earn your worth. It's already there inside you. You were born with value, with purpose, with light. Let no one convince you otherwise. Be bold. Be kind. Be yourself. That's how I've created a life I love. And that's how you can too. Everything beautiful in life begins with the decision to believe in yourself. Even if the world tells you you're too small, too quiet, too different, remember that the stars don't compete with the sun. They shine in their own way. And so can you. Your story matters. Your life has meaning. You have something inside you that no one else does, and the world is waiting for you to share it. Don't be afraid. Start now wherever you are. You don't need to be ready, just be willing. So here I am, with a heart full of dreams, a soul full of gratitude, and a life I wouldn't trade for anything. My journey continues with laughter, growth, mistakes, love, and endless wonder. I'll keep writing. I'll keep loving. I'll keep living beautifully. And if you've read this far, I hope you know you can too. The most beautiful story you'll ever read is the one you write with your own life.